Are you tired of spending hours on reads for them only to not work in the end? Well, the key is to let the read rest. The day one scrape is the most important. It's the rough scrape you do to get the read to crow, but you don't want to finish it because you'll end up going too far and ruining the read. My best reads are the ones that I've rough scraped and I've let sit in my case for at least a week, but preferably 2 weeks. So why let it rest? I mean, you need a read right now, right? So it's day one, you've done your rough scrape, but you're really trying to finish it. You will more than likely take too much cane off. And the thing about that is you cannot put the cane back on the reed. Letting the reed rest helps the cane dry out completely. Let's face it, we all have our own biases when it comes to making reeds, like, oh, this one's gonna be a good reed, or blue's my favorite color, so it's going to be a good reed. Or maybe you're scraping a reed and it doesn't feel good and you're like, I just don't like this, it's not gonna be a good reed. Well, if you let it rest for 2 weeks, you're probably gonna forget if you liked it or not. Hi, Bailey. She's funny. Anyways, but forgetting that perception means you'll be more open-minded when you come back to scraping it, and you'll likely be able to turn it into something. It's going to be a better use of your time. You're going to be more productive because you know you're not trying to finish it day one, and then your mind will be in a better place when you come back to finish it after those 2 weeks. In that 2 weeks, you'll forget whether you liked the read initially or not. And you're probably not going to get as frustrated as you would have if you were trying to make it all in one sitting. So what I like to do is I do a rough scrape and then I put the reeds in my case and I just let them sit for a couple weeks or as long as I can, because the longer I let them sit, the better it is. I really don't know how else to explain it other than you have to try it. It sounds crazy, but I can't tell you how many times I've put reeds in a reed case and I've stashed it away somewhere so I'm not tempted to work on it because I'm like, oh, I need a reed right now. And then I pull it back out and I'm like, oh, I forgot about this. Well, it just needs a little scrape in the tip and then it becomes a reed. I often find that all it needs after the rough scrape and it's sat for a while is just a little scrape in the tip and then it's finished, just a little finessing. I like to leave my day one scraped reeds crowing, but not hard so that I don't want to work on them when I come back. I like them to have a little bit of a crow, a little bit of resistance, so that I know it needs a little more work in the tip, but I'm encouraged to keep working on it. I really hope those tips helped you, and let me know below if you have any questions or if you tried it out.